Hello, good evening, and welcome everybody to Travel Talk. I'm your host, Mickey Mark, and joining me as always is my good buddy and co-host, the real McCoy, Mr.
There it
Neverland
is.
Nate.
That's right. Show some respect to the real McCoy.
Howdy,
What's happening,
partner.
Mark? How's Texas?
Hey, man, we're rain free. It's gone, but the heat and humidity is back, so I could say that it feels more like Florida than it does Texas today.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're south of the border, so
This is
not
true.
much I can give you there. I'm up
Yeah.
in southern Pennsylvania, and it feels like sweat outside.
So,
Like
I mean,
little-
one would look and notice that you're not coming to us from the enchanted tiki porch at Neverland Nate's. We're coming to you from some random secret location.
I am. I'm coming to you from my pimp's house, and I can't show his face, so I'm just gonna block it out with these headphones right here.
He's in the pimp protection program,
He is in the pit.
the PPP.
That's it. No, the PP program. Who else we got with us tonight, Mark?
Man, back for our third week in a row. We've got Mr. MVP Pats. What's happening, buddy?
Not much. What's going on, guys?
Looks like we're all rocking our baseball gear this evening. So go Rangers.
You guys are all professional. This is a Class A 40-game season team. You know what? They're better than my team, so I'm going to give it to them.
All right. What's happening, man? How you been?
Good. You know, like you said, Philly just got another walk-off win today, so
Nice. Good for
can't
them.
complain with there. And, you know, business is picking up. Traveling is
Yeah.
definitely back in full swing.
Travel has been in boom since end of last year, basically, right? People just month by month wanting to go more and more and more, and it's just like there's not enough for everybody to go around, right? So that's
Well, Mark, the problem is you didn't give them the rebel yell, which
Oh,
would
the
give
rebel
them
yell.
more. That was kind of good.
yeah, it was a good segue. Good segue. Hey, look, there's Steve. Wonder where he's at tonight.
I don't know. Shh. He's got some sexy legs, though. Whenever you see him, he's sexy. Got those legs going.
Needs a
So
little
what's happening?
boost.
Let's talk about some news. What's going on? Do. We need something like da-da-da-da-da. You know, that like segue
Shakes things
breakaway.
up.
No, that like noise, that like
Oh.
da-da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun news.
Well, I don't have something like that, but I do got something that might be a little cool checking out. So,
No,
why
God,
don't we throw it
please
up?
don't. We only have one camera, please. Okay.
It was unbelievable.
Gotta ride the Velocicoaster. You have to do it.
It was crazy.
Fire.
Insane.
It's like everything.
Jurassic Park has been my favorite movie franchise of all time.
I love the movies.
Everything in the queue feels like you're in Jurassic World.
It's immersive. They have raptors in the queue line, which I thought was incredible. First time I walked in there, I was blown away.
They're like scary, like when they start shaking their cages.
It's gonna surprise you guys.
Yeah.
From the jump, you're moving fast. They pull you back, goes like a bullet.
My eyes were watering. The ride was so fast.
All the twists and turns are like really awesome, and I don't feel like I've experienced a roller coaster like that before.
When we're coming through the rocks, the Velociraptor kind of pops out at you.
Definitely feel like you're a raptor in the pack.
You think you're about to be finished engaging, and then it speeds up even more.
More speed, it keeps pushing.
All of a sudden you take off and you're at the top.
And then the drop. That drop?
You feel like you're floating up. You're coming down. That was crazy. I definitely like the roll at the end.
The roll at the end, for sure.
Your butt comes out of that seat every time. It's perfect.
You feel really, really weightless, and it's really fun.
It's that perfect mixture of theming, intensity, but it's also really smooth.
Best experiences on a coaster that I've had ever.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10.
11, 13, 14, 15. Broke my scale.
Best roller coaster I've ever been on in my entire life.
The best roller coaster in the world right now.
Yeah.
I want to go back on.
Amazing University, thank you.
That
Dude,
shake
I
things up
haven't
for you?
seen that before, and that is ridiculous. That ad,
it just
the
gives
whole
me
campaign is
goosebumps,
just
dude.
silly.
Yeah, it gives me goosebumps. I can't wait. I mean, literally 32 days, and I'll be riding Velocicoaster myself, me and my
Wow.
son. So I can't wait. Looking forward to it. So I know you guys are got some clients heading to Universal this month as well, and next month, right?
No, I've got clients there right now. Yep.
Okay,
and
yeah, so they're
I'll
already
be there in a week. So yeah.
Yeah, I know you won't be doing it, but is Ray going to get on with anybody else, or is she going to do it?
I'm not sure. It depends on how close we are to a tiki bar.
Well, I think there's a little hut right across from the entrance that serves alcoholic beverages.
Sure
right there, so
does.
I think you'll be all right.
It's got the other half of Jock Lindsay's plane crashed into the top of it, but hey,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do?
Yeah, you should have been standing there, right?
Hey, can't take it with you, right?
Yeah, so Velocicoaster opening today officially. We know it's been in what they call technical rehearsals for the past month now, a little over a month.
It's basically called soft opening for 3 weeks. Is really what it is.
And it was kind of random, right? Because it didn't really open when the park opened. It wasn't set times. It could have been 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 a.m. in the morning, whatever. So it was just like, hey, we're open, come on in. And then everybody funnels that way, right? So now I think they're using virtual line for the experience for the foreseeable future, along with standby as well, kind of on and off, are they not?
I heard no virtual for Velocicoaster, same as Hagrid's. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Hagrid's does virtual every now and then, right? So when they get, especially first thing in the morning when it's busy,
right?
They kind of activate that at an as needed basis. But I thought, especially with Velocicoaster, they were going to do virtual line just at the beginning, so they don't have their 5, 10, 15 hour waits. So whenever they reveal a huge coaster like that,
it happens. What are you going to do?
Yeah. But dude, I'm excited. Cannot wait.
No, but that's also a great video that they did. Like I didn't even see that one before. That's really like people like losing their face. Yeah, that's awesome. Good
just
stuff.
Came out today, and the fact to see nobody has mask on, that's makes it just feel normal again, right? So, of course, Universal has that no mask policy for vaccinated guests.
This was taken in 2018.
We took
disclaimer.
So let's talk about some other exciting potential positive news, and that's been going around. I mean, we've been seeing all over the internet, Facebook, videos, posts, and that's fireworks coming back to Walt Disney World. So we know that we haven't seen any fireworks officially since reopening. We have seen posts for fireworks specialists. They've hired somebody. He's been on the job. He's been doing testing. He's been doing harmonious tests. We were kind of talking about this. I think it was either yesterday or the day before. You don't need that long to prove yourself if you're already established in the pyrotechnic community.
Sure, absolutely.
Say, hey, let me dump a couple $100,000 worth of fireworks out of Disney's pocket to show you this is what I can do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think we're beyond that proving stage, and now it's more of a fine tuning. And I think they're even past that, right? I think we're ready to see something debut. And I really hope, fingers crossed, that we see some news maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, where we'll see some updates to some new updated experiences. So
yeah, that'd be great. Pat, what do you think?
I wouldn't be surprised them to wait till the last minute just to be like, "Hey, here's the fireworks starting tomorrow." Because
you think they would do that?
I think
do.
Wait until the last minute to announce it.
Pat, I agree with you because all they've been doing is last minute. Like we're getting reservations at 10 o'clock every other night. I don't know if is tonight the other night. I'm not really sure. I can't keep up with them anymore with their releases. But 10 o'clock hour on the Eastern Standard Time. I'll get this. Don't worry.
Is that the McCoy talking?
It is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let him talk. Mr. Real McCoy.
So 10 o'clock p.m. seems to be the time that they've been releasing this.
No, but seriously, it's been twice this week, 10 o'clock at night. Reservations have gone open, not only for June and July, which are like booked beyond booked, but also for October 1st, which was booked beyond booked.
Yeah, I had friends that got passes to Magic Kingdom of all places for October 1st. I was like, wow.
And we also know about the Boo Bash, which was supposedly sold out for the 31st, which it's still not.
There's still tickets.
They're limiting the amount of tickets they take for certain days, and
it's a cup game, right? They're just moving stuff around. If there's less tickets here, more tickets here, let's just switch it around, right? So, Halloween will be the busiest night of all, so I would expect that to sell out. It does every year, and I don't expect it to be any different for this year, especially since it's even more exclusive.
Coming back from the pandemic, I get you.
Right. So if you have reservations for select Disney Resort hotels, basically if it's got the word Disney in the name, you qualify for the early purchase ticket window. And I think the general tickets go on is it the 15th, right? So
15th,
they've got
yep.
You got basically a week advance before the general public. So there are select dates that already are all sold out, but luckily there's usually 2 I think events per week, except for that week right around the 50th. Where there's nothing, and then of course Halloween week that has I think 3 or 4 dates in it just at the end there. So still plenty of options available, and pricing varies of course depending on when you go. So you go in August, it's cheaper. If you go in November or October, it's the highest, right? So yes, Nate.
Nope, I was waiting for you to be like.
I was waiting. You were like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, I personally am not going to be going to Boo Bash because I've been to after hours, right? So I know what an after hours event's like. I've been to the Halloween parties. I'm going to be there during the 50th, so I don't even have the opportunity to go. So I'm not really missing much.
Right.
But I would say anybody who's never been to a Halloween party or an after hours event, it is something cool to check out. You get the best of both worlds. I mean, who doesn't want all you can eat ice cream and load up your bag on the way out with 40 bottles of 20 ounces you can stock in your mini fridge in your hotel room.
Bag.
So. Yeah, you go grab a free Disney bag and say, "Hey, give me all the ice cream and soda you have."
Done that.
Yeah, and you just hope you make it back before it melts, right? So
yeah.
Especially
if you're taking the Skyliner, right, Mark?
Every time he's got to get what jabbing, right? Always. You'll never let me live that down, will you?
Neverland Nate never lets it go, man. Come on. You know how that is.
Maybe you do need to let it go.
Hey, Elsa, you leave me alone, okay? Let me tell you something.
Hey, Elsa, make a few ice cubes for your friend Real McCoy over there.
Hey.
He don't need to chill out. And don't say it too loud, he'll get upset. He wasn't talking about you.
So let's talk about cruising. So we've got some more news that's come out this week. Carnival's made some announcements. Royal Caribbean's made some announcements and reversed some announcements.
Yeah, Norwegian. Yeah, they all did. And Disney as well. Disney as well. Yep.
So Disney's going through their test cruising, which will happen the end of this month, July. June 29th,
but
right?
let's tell everyone what test cruising means. So there are 2s and 5s and 6s and 7s of cruises that you could do. If you want to just go for the gold and, be it, you do Royal Caribbean, you do Carnival, and you deal with all that stuff. Disney has taken the back seat and said, we'll wait and we'll do what they're saying we can do and not have to deal with the repercussions. Are they repercussions? Like, what are they? They're
well, let's just come out and
standard.
say, right? So Disney's taking a backseat approach, like you said, and kind of say, hey, we'll let you guys go first, right? Go ahead.
Yep.
You muddy the waters, and then we'll come in and look like the knight in shining armor, right? Because we've already seen how, just like this past week, right? Royal Caribbean first came out and says, hey, everybody's got to be vaccinated, no ifs, ands, or buts, yada, yada, yada. And then 24 hours later, they reverse course and say, well, we changed our mind. So now we've got things like Carnival, who's announced that they're going to allow both vaccinated and unvaccinated guests. However, unvaccinated guests will be responsible for costs like testing and extra, a higher price per se. So think of it like as you get a vaccine, you get a savings, right? You don't have to pay all that extra nickel and dime stuff that you're going to have to do for the health and safety protocol process.
Or like staying on property versus not. I'm just trying to throw it out there for layman's. That's all. Yep.
So now this is only for July and August cruises, right? So they're kind of taking things on a month-by-month approach.
Right.
Because as we get, further along, vaccination rates and stuff go up, things are going to, morph and modify just like they have been at Disney, at Universal, anywhere else. So, September, October, November sailings and beyond, I would just say kind of hang tight if you've got something on the books, whether it be a deposit or something. The cruise lines are offering all kinds of support and guidance to both travel agents and guests.
Anything that's getting canceled is getting 125% cruise credit at least.
Or refund,
Right, or refund.
Refund.
Yep.
So
just hold on to it. Don't freak out. Just hold on to it. Let them give it to you. You know what I mean?
Does 125%, like for instance, my clients who got canceled last year, they got the 125 and they got a $600 onboard credit offer. So they came out big on that, right? So
that's like half price at that point. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you hang on, you know, yeah, it's a little shaky, right? It can be a little nerve-wracking, but you know, in the end, they're going to take care of you no matter what. So
well, sure, it's just a different time though. They have to, like, everyone needs to understand it. We do as well. We have to, you know, understand what you guys are going through, which is very terrible. I mean, we get it. It's nerve-wracking. I don't want to say terrible, but yes, nerve-wracking and confusion and all that
it can
stuff.
Be stressful, right? So
sure, absolutely. We want to take our vacation. Our family only has this one time to do it. Now, what do we do? So
exactly,
yeah, absolutely.
And I had clients this past couple weeks that had to cancel a trip based upon, you know, what was happening as far as what the, you know, State Department was saying happening down in places like Mexico and stuff with the, you know, level 4 do not travel ban. But we just saw, you know, day before yesterday, right? They came out and said, okay, all these countries that have been pretty much level 4 do not travel for the past 15 months are now
got knocked down.
We're going to knock it down a notch, right? So it's, you know, reconsidered travel. So that for some people can be a deciding factor of, you know, whether or not the government says it's okay, I can travel there, that, you know, they'll take off and travel. And that's fine. I'm not saying there's anything against that, but things are getting better, whether or not what news channel or media outlet you get your information from. In general, as a whole, from the travel perspective, things are getting better. Just this past week, TSA had its first day ever, over 2 million people screened in one day. Since the reopening, right? So, you know, a year ago, that's 4 or 5 times the amount of people going through TSA. Yeah, so that just shows you people are traveling. Every flight I've seen, you know, in the past few weeks I've traveled, completely booked, 100%, not an open seat.
So I was helping a client the other night book a honeymoon in Hawaii, and I have to go, like, we go through the flights and we put them in their seats. The second flight, I'm serious, like, they're not even sitting together. They have to sit like a row apart from each other, right in front of each other, but there was no other seats.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I mean, that's something they might be able to do at the gate, or, you know, once you're on board. But yeah, as far as picking your seats, it just goes to show you that it's a pretty full flight. So yeah, it's beggars can't be choosers at this point.
Yep.
If you can even get a flight, right? Because a lot of times we go look and just like there's like nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
or they're exorbitant, like beyond
like $10,000,
right?
Just for one,
like
person.
Literally, yeah.
Yep.
So,
and Hawaii's hot.
Right now, Hawaii's super hot. Yeah, go ahead, Pat.
No, I was gonna say, I think that's the biggest struggle right now for me. It's just finding not so much a location, because the prices at the hotels are great.
Sure.
It's getting those flights that attach to them, because that's like right now to go to Hawaii, it's almost doubling the whole cost.
Absolutely.
No, I get absolutely. But also, if you look, gas prices have come down the past 3 days. Gas has come down. I don't know, 6%. I think is what I saw throughout our like rumor mills and all the other stuff that we follow. But gas is coming down. It's below $3 a gallon right now on the East Coast. I know on the West Coast it still sits around that $4 mark, and just because
Vegas was three and some change when I was there last week. So yeah, it's on its downward trend, but we're also moving into the summer where the summer blend's a little more cheaper, a little more mass produced, right? So,
but they also said for the first time in a long time that the July month is going to be lower gas wise than it usually is, because usually they ramp it up because they know people are traveling for July and things like that. They usually kick it up. They're actually bringing it down, you know, to coincide with how things are going in the country right now. So that's a positive thing. A lot of people traveling, gas coming down. Hopefully flights get knocked down. I know they don't use gas.
Hopefully.
Right.
You can hope, but yeah, I haven't seen. I just looked up flights today for New Year's Eve. Southwest just dropped its flight schedule, and it's over $400 for a trip to Vegas. And I usually spend $250, $260. So, I mean, hopefully flights come down, but unless they get more availability, I don't see that happening. The travel trend is just a constant, right? It's just as we keep going further, more and more people
traveling in general. It's up through the roof. Yeah. And we've all seen
our normal wave season is January, February till about middle of April, late May sometimes. And now they're saying that this wave season is going to last pretty much all year. So
gotta tell him
through next year. So it's it's great for us, but as far as finding travel, unless you're planning something 6 months or more out, it's very slim pickings. What you want, you may not get, and then you have to look at settling for something or choosing an alternative. And some people, aren't okay with that, right? They have their mindset or their heart set on a certain place or certain destination, and it's not available. It can be a little discouraging, but that's just ever more opportunity to, look even further, right? So there's things like spring break next summer that are already starting to fill up for a lot of popular destinations. So, something as low as a $200, $300 deposit, lock it in now, and you got even more, time to pay it off, right? So, instead of going 6 months from now, you can go 18 months from now, and, a $5,000 vacation now is a couple $100 a month over the next year and a half. It's way more affordable than doing, $1,000 payment every month between now and September, right? So,
and I was talking to a friend of mine today, and he said, we're thinking about next summer. Like, what should we do? We want to go to Disney. Like, when can we start booking? And I was like, listen,
now
a $200 deposit that's fully refundable 30 days before your trip locks everything in. We could switch hotels. We could switch everything you want. It's fine.
And the best part is you keep your ticket pricing, right? So if Disney raises, and we know they're going to raise pricing.
They said they're going to raise prices. Yeah.
It's guaranteed to happen. It's just not if, it's when, right? So, and sometimes they even do it twice a year, like last year, 2019. So yeah, it locks in those prices now. So even if you change hotels or you go up or down in those ticket options, you get to pay those prices now and not the prices later. So you can potentially save more money. Like we talked about before in previous videos, you can use Disney gift cards to pay off your balance. You can buy those at a discount from Sam's Club, from Costco, Target Red Card, what have you, right? So, I mean, you stack all those savings up, and then you throw promotions on top of that. You're talking about, things like double dip, triple dip if you're a Disney Cards Rewards member. If you're
that's what I'm saying. Right? Coming out of Target, knowing that you're already like 5% down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, right? And a lot of times, just the savings on the gift card alone will cover the cost of your deposit. So if you think about it, right, in the long run, you're really not putting any money down for your deposit. You're just paying off your balance before you get to Disney.
Right.
So that's the way to look
at it. I usually tell clients it's giving yourself a free night dinner at a sit-down nice restaurant.
Or souvenirs for the kids, right?
There you go. Yeah, T-shirt and some pins. Yeah, get it.
Yeah, absolutely, right? So that's the best value I usually pass along. And you can do that for even, Universal as well. You can do Universal gift cards. I mean, you can't buy them at a discount like you can Disney ones, but you can still use those for payment and stuff as well on the property.
My housemate
shots.
Yep, my housemate wants to do shots with me, so we're gonna do shots.
So I've got a little power loopy here. Let's go for it. Yeah. That's the real McCoy right there.
The McCoy is real.
So you've got your family trip. I guess the drunk Disney dad, so to speak, are heading to Florida in just a few weeks. Yeah.
Yep. So my family leaves next Friday, and then all the rest of the dads come in the following 5 days. So we'll regroup at some point at a hotel, get stupid, and then we'll drink a bunch of liquid IV, and then be at the parks the next day to put on smiles and take pictures. So
will you guys be doing any on location live shows or just impromptus?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live tonight as I'm driving home. So that's step one.
Tune in to see Nate get pulled over and arrested at 11.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have cops out here. So
yeah. Well, don't tell them your planned time of departure in case they're watching.
I wouldn't do that.
Or your general vicinity. He's in the southwestern corner of PA, people.
Yep.
Near Pittsburgh.
Go ahead, keep going. I'm going to talk to Steve for 1 second.
All right. Well, Pat, what you got going on, man? You got any clients traveling soon?
The next clients traveling is in July to Disney.
Now, is that the ones that are going the same time that you're going to be there?
Yes.
Sweet.
So
where are they staying at?
They're going to be staying. It's a 1 night stay over at Pop Century. But then the following month, I have another client. They're going to Art of Animation. They're going to be there for the kickoff of Boo Bash. So,
sweet. So they're going to go to one of the first shows, or the very first one?
They're the very first show.
Nice. Can't wait. Yeah, hopefully they put either shoot some live video or you can tag you in it, because I really want to see what they do with I guess cavalcade, better lack of terms, parade. But I want to see if it's if they're going to shorten it up like they've done with the other cavalcades and stuff, or if it's going to be sections of the original parade.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody. I wouldn't mind seeing the full parade for the after hours and the special events. Like seeing a full parade for those events is fine with me, and having the cavalcades throughout the day just randomly pop up, I think works then. But for a special event, it's just you're able to plan that evening with the limited hours that it is there a lot better and be able to experience a lot more.
And plus, you get in 3 hours before the event starts. I mean, that's a gimme. You don't have to have a park pass reservation. You get to experience a little bit extra before the party, do some rides, what have you, and really take full advantage of. I mean, let's be honest, you're paying higher than what you would normally for a regular Halloween party.
Sure.
But at the same time, you are kind of getting more because in addition to the candy and stuff, you are getting, like I said, the unlimited sodas, the popcorn, the ice cream. So that kind of helps even out that extra cost. But on the other hand, we're not getting those character meet and greet opportunities, for like Jack Skellington and stuff like that, which I know a lot of people. I mean, that's all they go there for, right? I mean, people stand literally in line the entire party just to get a photo. So
yeah, but hold on. I would also like to say that they have not said that those will not happen.
True. They haven't said they will not happen. You are correct. What
Right.
they have said is there will be opportunities to see characters in their gear. They just haven't expanded on the words, face-to-face, photo op, if it's like what they're doing now. You know what I mean?
But you want to know why? Because August is so far away.
No, it really is. I mean, it's close, but it's far. Right, so.
No, but especially for the way that they're releasing things and telling people things like, we don't know what's going to happen. Neither do they. So that's why they put. So let's talk about what they put in the nomenclature today about the standby for wait times.
So yeah, I kind of found that a little peculiar,
one word, and everyone was like, "Fast passes come back tomorrow." Like,
Yeah, and my question, which I raised, was okay, if there's quote unquote standby wait times, what other wait times are there? Because you don't have a wait time for Fast Pass, you have a return window.
Yeah, but yesterday it said wait time. Today it says standby wait time. So we have to take that as added verbiage or added language in order to say this is coming or this isn't coming, or just like they did with the masks all week.
Sure. Absolutely.
Right.
So it's a way to differentiate between this wait time and this wait time. I understand that, right? If there's a standby wait time, that means there's got to be some other kind of wait time coming, but what is it? Maybe it's linked to that new Lightning Pass thing, right? Maybe it's
either that or the virtual queues.
So let's talk about Lightning Pass. Let's talk about what this means, because we don't know what it means, but everyone's talking about this Lightning Pass. It got leaked, obviously, from somewhere. Lightning. So the Lightning Pass, the way that I understand it, is the East Coast version of Max Pass for Disneyland, right? So from what I've heard in this, this is not anything that has been written. These are things that I've heard. This is rumors. We talk about these a lot. It's $100 to $300 per person per day. It's not going to be 300, so just stop. Just stop freaking out and all that other stuff. But I would say speculation alert. But like Universal does, it's over $100 per day per person.
It varies by season, right? So it's tiered, so to speak.
Right. So you can go in and ride Minions. You can go Men in Black, Mummy. You do all that stuff at Universal, but people here are more used to like the latest club level that they put up there before everything shut down. It was you get an extra 3 fast passes for $50. Like that's kind of the same mentality I'm trying to bring this at.
What if we see them do something like Universal has done, where they offer select resorts and select room categories get the Express Pass or Lightning Pass for free?
Because that's
Point
not
and
fair.
take. No, well, how is that not fair? If Universal,
because all their hotels aren't open yet.
Okay, well, I get that, but let's just say let's go back to pre-pandemic, the pay-for-play club level fast pass program that they did, where you could get $50 per person.
Hold on,
Mr. McCoy, the floor recognizes you.
The real McCoy wants to say,
"Sup."
That's all he wanted to say. What's up?
So, the club level thing, right, where it was $50 per person, you got 3 extra passes. What if Disney does a lightning pass feature where if you're staying in club level at a deluxe resort, you get the lightning pass for each person of your stay, no extra charge, right? If you're not staying club level, whatever, if you're just at a regular deluxe resort or a villa, you get the lightning pass for 50% off, or you get an extra, whatever. That's how I think they should do it, or they may do it. Whereas Universal just kind of gives it only to those particular resorts. So
I'm just curious how they're going to implement things for like annual pass holders, for DVC members.
Right.
Because, DVC, you're already at that top tier. So,
well, one would argue that, right? I mean, but a lot of time, and we've seen it in this past year, Disney has left DVC and AP out and kind of cut the cord and really kind of given the boot to us of that affinity groups because, let's be honest, the resorts make more money than annual passes give to the.
Well, sure.
Yeah. From what I've heard, though, is I think what they're trying to do is let the single guests that come once a year, let them ride it out through the summer, and then during the fall and into the winter areas, that's when your annual pass holders and your DVC keeps that ball rolling, and that's when they'll be expecting to.
But Pat, do you think that that's fair to annual pass holders and DVC that have already put in all the money that they entirely own, and they could lose their house and they could lose everything that they have because they have no.
Nobody twisted your arm and said, "Nate, buy 2 DVC contracts." Okay, nobody said, "Ow," you're gonna have to do it. Okay,
Mark.
Just saying.
Mark.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, did they give you those 3 extra fast passes to sign the deal?
Don't say it. They gave me a Rice Krispie treat too. Don't. Shh. I'm not supposed to say that on the air.
You just did. We all of 2 people watching.
First of all, they need to take care of DVC and AP because that's why we bought into it. This is why they said, listen, we will fluff you. You're going to be on a cloud. We will arm in arm. Yeah. We're going to carry you into the park, drunk or not. Come on, let's go. And now they're like, hey, everybody else, you want to go in the park? Hey, that's kind of what I'm a little bit peeved about because I am an annual pass holder. I am a DVC holder.
I'd like for them to lift the restriction on annual pass for the number of park pass reservations you can have. That needs to go away.
3? Are you kidding me?
That's unacceptable.
3?
Yeah.
I only take 2-week vacations. I don't do 3 days.
Right? Like you're going to be going, you're staying, quote unquote off, on property, off property. But, let's say if you had a timeshare or if you had, family, like I'm going to go visit a friend who lives just, 45 minutes north of, Disney. I'm going to stay with him, I'm not going to be on property. So now I have to only make 3 reservations at a time and hope that I can go the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th day that I'm there.
Yeah, but Mark, I'm staying on property, DVC and AP. And guess what? I get 3 days.
No. If you're on property, if you have a valid resort reservation, you can book as many reservations within that window. So if you're there for 8 days, you can get 8 reservations. Yes.
I beg to differ.
I will pull up my MDE and show you right now.
I don't care about your MDE. I don't care about your MVP. I don't care about your LDI. I am a DVC and AP member. I check in 1 week. They gave us 3 days. I have it all. I have all the credentials.
I have 10 park pass reservations between my 2 reservations between now and October. I'm AP and I have a park pass reservation for all 10 days and I'm staying on property. So I don't know what your problem is, but I can do it.
How many times are you staying there before October?
I've got my stay in July and then I've got my stay in September through October. So that's 2 stays.
Okay.
2 separate
I'm only
stays.
talking about 1 stay.
But still, I can make for that 1 stay, either stay, if I've got a 5-day stay, I can make 5 park pass reservations with my annual pass. For my other stay, that's 4 days. No, it's also 5 days. I can make 5 park pass reservations for my stay for that window. Now, outside of that window, I'm only allowed 3.
3, right.
Okay, but inside of a valid reservation, you're allowed each day of, obviously if there's park passes available, of course, but the 3 only applies outside of a on property reservation. Ray says 1 is me. I guess 2 is you.
I don't know. I don't know who she's going with. I would like to know. Be nice.
So yeah, I think the AP pass thing it's got to change, right? So I know they did that in the beginning to kind of limit the number of people, came to the park because of park pass. But we're getting now to the point where we're past 50%. You can afford to let in a few more APs because the AP buckets have been being replenished almost on a like we talked about every other day basis, along with the resort and ticket bucket.
Well, that's a whole other thing is the buckets that they keep talking about. So we have this big bucket, and we have some APs in here. We have some regular gas in here. We have some DVCs in here. Like, I think that bucket is flawed. I think they're not doing it properly.
Right. I agree. Yeah, see, Ray gets it.
Who is this person? You keep bringing up Reagan. Weird.
It's usually a Facebook user, but I guess she figured it out.
It's actually Foshbake.
Foshbake?
Yep.
Is that German or is that
no? That's the way you shorten Foche book user. You just put it Foshbake. Yep.
Oh man. I really don't know about anything else big that's Hawaii. So we kind of totally blocked over that for a minute.
So
Hawaii,
just like you did that night we talked about Cancun.
No, was it Cancun? Oh yeah, you're right. The Nickelodeon. Yep. Yeah.
You were like, hey, so Cancun is a part in Mexico, and we're gonna get off the show now. So everyone have a great night. And I was like, but what about everything? Like literally everything.
So all right, let's talk about Hawaii. Right. So Hawaii's been one of the only states in the U.S. That has had strict entry protocols for whether it be residents or for travelers since the reopening this past summer. And just yesterday, actually day before yesterday, the governor made some announcements that effective June 15th, as long as you are fully vaccinated with proof of vaccination upon arrival, you do not have to test, pre-arrival testing, or go through quarantine for the islands once they reach 60% vaccination. Now, effective immediately, you can now island hop in between the islands without any type of testing. So let's say if you're on a way there or you're already staying in Hawaii, you can go to Oahu, you can go to Maui, take those little in-between island jumper flights, and you don't have to worry about testing requirements for each individual island. So that's kind of nice. But that 60% level that they're trying to hit in 5 days, it's pretty attainable. It may be a couple days on the other side of it, because as of the 8th, they were at 53%, and they need to hit 60%. To get that sweet spot, and then of course,
I thought they needed to hit 70, and they were at 62. Is what the governor said.
It was 52 for that first announcement. 60%. The pre-arrival testing can be dropped for anybody who's fully vaccinated. Right. 70%. All things open back up fully. No. So testing,
they're at 62 now. Then
they're at 53 now.
Oh, you might want to double check your numbers.
As of the 8th, it was 53%. Now today, being 48 hours later, they could be whatever.
Yeah, bro. Come on. Get with the times, man. We're having a stream.
Hey, the last
you gotta be right for the people.
The last update. I'll go to Twitter, which is where I got it from, and let's see if we can find
Twitter. That's the most recognizable.
You can tell the governor of Hawaii, whatever his name is, IG or IGE. You can tell him that Twitter's not the place to update it. Okay, David Ige or whatever. So yeah, it was. It's been no update since the other day. So he hasn't provided any type of a percentage as far as what they're at since Tuesday. So 53% was the last update. Hopefully he'll provide another update next week as they get closer to that 15th date, probably on the 15th. Or shortly, because he made the
Pat sitting back there being like, I got all this. Y'all going to Hawaii. I got people going to the Dominican. Jamaica's like red hot right now. Where you at, Pat? Like, what are you seeing? What are you hearing?
Jamaica, right now, my biggest thing is Christmas week. Like, during that travel, I know that's outside of that 6-month window.
No,
but
fine.
Christmas week is like almost sold out everywhere.
Right.
Oh,
it
yeah.
should be. Yeah.
It's like struggling to find something there. So, but yeah, I've been looking Mexico, Jamaica, Dominican.
You would think
Bahamas.
with Mexico being over 100-something hotels just in the Cancun region, you'd be able to put somebody somewhere, but apparently not.
Well, I don't want to say I can't put them anywhere, but with our clients, I definitely want to make sure that we're doing our homework. We're making sure that they're gonna go to places that we can recommend them going.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't just send you to some place that's got it's got 1 star and somebody at the front desk you can check in, right? So
right.
No,
So,
yeah, but also let's be honest. Let's be fair. Is that a lot of the things that we have to provide to people? There are some carriers that are not very well known for families and things like that. So we have to look out, because there are some places like in Cancun or Dominican that may not have the best
atmosphere.
What's the best word? It's such
atmosphere?
a tough
environment.
Even more broad than that, because I don't want to put anyone down. You know what I mean? We're always trying to find the best suit for our clients as possible. And there is a lot of hays and nays about everywhere. Everywhere. Just remember
example,
that.
Right?
Yes.
Let's use an analogy of taxes, right? No 2 people have the same tax situation. So the same thing goes for vacations. No 2 families have the same vacation preferences, likes, dislikes, what they want to do, what they don't want to do. Every vacation is unique and different to each person's experience, right? So that's why we can't say what works for one works for another. It's not cookie cutter. And that's what we pride ourselves on, is we don't provide cookie cutter vacations. We provide curated, personalized experiences that fit
for free.
That are going.
For free.
For free. Yeah, absolutely, right? Free. So we do what the online websites and stuff can't do and won't do because it requires something that they don't have, and that's the human touch, right? So
exactly.
You can only click so many boxes and do so many filters, but it's not going to say, okay, is this beach really the best? You know what I mean? Or the one next door, is it even better? Is the water going to be crystal clear? Are the people going to be nice and friendly? That's not the things that you're going to get from an online booking agent.
Sure.
Only from a travel agent or somebody who's been there
Good.
and had that experience.
Yep.
Good.
But yeah, I knew what you were trying to say, Nate.
I just didn't want to say the wrong lead in or word to be you shouldn't go here. You know what I mean? But you should.
Case in point, right? Somebody says, "Oh, I just want to fly, this particular airline because, I've always
I've gotten that
experiences."
Yep,
I tell people "Hey, what if you flew this airline and your bags were free, and the money that you saved versus paying the other airline, you could do stuff on your vacation with." Oh, and by the way, that one airline lets you all sit together as a family, and you don't have to worry about not having seats together.
Plus,
wouldn't you want to fly them? Right. So
direct.
So
cheaper.
Exactly right. So a lot of times it's either nonstop flight or very short layover versus having to,
But we also have to accommodate our clients that have points with certain places, and have rewards with certain places. So I get it, but also I see what you're saying. I get it. I just didn't want to say the wrong word, but there is no right word because Right?
I think the best word is value, right? We provide.
I was going to say bird.
The best value. Bird's the word.
Bird. There you go. Well, good stuff, man. I mean,
for sure.
Do the best we can. Get everybody to the best places that they want to be, the best that we can. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go travel. I got lots of travel coming up. I'm going to
go drink. So,
well, you and Mr. McCoy, looks like you have some unfinished business.
Stop it. I'm still alive.
And
you've already been out once.
How's the pimp back there? Oh, there's his legs. Okay. I thought he disappeared for a second. Is he on his OnlyFans right now? Is that what he's doing?
I don't know. I think I need to rub his feet. Everything will be fine. So,
okay. You gonna go rub his feet?
Here's a question: have we heard any updates from Disney regarding the mask mandates?
So that's the other thing that's going to be, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Right?
Yeah, no. I mean, I think they're just like teetering on that edge, being like, "Oh, look, everybody else did. Oh, what can we do?"
I think they've overdone. I mean, it's overdue to be announced, but I think they're holding back, and they're going to announce that at the same time as fireworks, possibly. You know what I mean? Like, hey, no masks are required anywhere for vaccinated guests. And by the way, fireworks are back. You know what I mean? Just like a footnote. You know what I'm saying? So,
or they could do it like Wednesday, no mask. Thursday, fireworks are back.
Friday, dining returns. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm game for anything. So, yeah, dining is really the big catalyst. And I know we keep talking about this every week. A lot of people, I mean, we've even got clients ourselves who are like, hey, when's dining coming back? When's dining? I want dining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's not even like when, it's just do it,
right.
When.
The minute it comes out, put it on my package, whatever. And it's even that for people who are on the fence, right? Because let's be honest, the dining plan, whether you pay for it or get it free, is really a great value if you know how to maximize it the best way.
Right.
So.
Well, you have to maximize it the best way. That's the biggest thing. Like, dining plans are great. It's awesome. Like, Universal's dining plan is amazing because
best
you
value
go in.
Plan.
Oh, hands down. You go in, you get this, you get that. Disney is so much more convoluted that it's like,
right.
Well, you want to sit down, but where do you want to sit down? And you know that this sit down includes this, but your snack could be this if you did it right. Yeah, right.
To get the best value, you really need to be eating the most expensive thing on the menu every time you use a credit,
right?
Because that's how you're really getting it. And then for those people who leave credits at the end of their stay, snack credits, whatever, that's you might as well just hand Disney your wallet and says, hey, take what you want. You know what I mean? Because that's really what you're doing.
Do you think?
I mean, I know a lot of people like the dining plan just because it makes it feel that all-inclusive.
All-inclusive. Yeah, absolutely, right? One price.
Yep. Plus, families that go to Disney, I always tell them, do the character dinings because that way you get to two stones or one stone, two birds, you're done. You don't have to wait in the lines in the park. You're cool. You're comfortable. They come to you instead of you having to wait in line for them.
And even now, and I've said this before in streams, is that the way that the characters come during the breakfast or lunch, they come through. It's fast, but you know what? They come through 6 times while you're eating, not once with that one picture. You get 6 pictures, of the kids doing like a selfie or whatever. They'll do all that stuff. It's actually better. So,
I think so. And to be honest, they may even keep it that way for the foreseeable future, just because it's, quote unquote safer. But
I don't agree. I think it all has to come back because you have to bring back that experience. You have to bring back what they've done since the 50s. They've done it the whole time.
But you're telling me your kids didn't enjoy the last?
No. I'm not saying they didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying you have to bring it back to like full board for everyone to be on board. Does that make sense? Is that better?
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. My last trip, when I took my son and he saw a character the first time and recognized the character and, went up to, it was Daisy. He ran up to Daisy, big hug. It's a moment I'll never forget. And
sure.
Without having that there, it is something
tough.
That could be
man. It's tough for the littles to be like, oh, look, that's, Doc McStuffins, or it's Daisy, or it's Donald, whoever the character is. And it's like, no, you can't go hug them right now. But your pictures, I saw you hug them and I was like, so they have to bring that back. And you know what? You're already in a costume. If you have to wear a mask, and I know that's the regulation or whatever, put the mask on, hug the kid. You know what I mean? Like, just make it a thing. That's fine. But also,
really, do they have to wear a mask underneath that costume, or is that
no? I'm not. No. See, you took it. You took it so much deep. You took it so asking. Texas right now.
No, it has nothing to do with Texas. I'm just saying, do you think that they mandate the cast member to wear a face covering, even though they have that?
I'm not asking anything about that. I'm just talking about I'll send you pictures tonight of my son who's 14 now, but at 3 years old hugging Donald, and you'll be like, you know what? Yeah. Let him hug. Forget whatever. It doesn't even matter what you're wearing. At 3 years old, the kid's at your... I don't want to use bad words. He's at your quack.
Your leg. Your leg.
He's at your quack. But, all right, but it was awesome. We did good things. We talked about good things. We told people good things.
I hope we told people good things. I mean, it's all subjective, right? If they think it's good or not.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us again for another awesome weekly live travel talk with myself and Pat.
If you have any questions, please hit us up. Me, Pat,
absolutely,
Mark. Just ask questions. It's all free. Everything's free. Just ask. Please ask before you go, because when you go and then you hit us up and you're like, I didn't know about, and it's like, oh, that's 4 hours from now. So I'll do my best. But hit us up beforehand. We'll do our best to help you out, because that's all we do is our best.
That's right. And for those watching us on YouTube, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching if you have watched us on replay, and we'll see you all again real soon on the next Travel Talk. Have a great night, everybody.
All right, see ya.